Hello everyone, I'm Blue Carswell and welcome back to another episode of finding a random car for a random budget. Now how does this episode work, you might be asking? Well, if you look at my screen now, you'll see there are two random wheel spinny type game things. I don't really know what to call them. And if I spin the first one, it's going to tell me what type of car it is I have to find. And spinning the second one is going to tell me the budget I have to play with. Now the last episode was the first one of the series and it was a good laugh and I got a completely unexpected result at the end of it. So again, I'm looking forward to it. Let's crack on. Right, let's spin these wheels and see what we get. So last time I got as fast as possible for under £5,000. Let's see what we get this time. I kind of make the rules up as I go along in this. If you watched the last one, you'll have seen that. So I can only apologise if I change the rules as I go along. Well, we've got two-seater. Okay, that's decent. Let's see what budget it is we have to play with. Let's see, I'm kind of hoping for something fairly low. Okay, two-seater for under £20,000. That's a good mix. Like I say, the rules I kind of make up as I go along, so I might end up making some disclaimers at some point in the video. But for now, what am I thinking I'm going to find for that budget? As with the last one, probably German stuff really. There's always going to be SLs, big GTs, well, not two-seaters are the big GTs. Okay, the two-seater thing actually makes that a bit more interesting. And actually, I've thought of exactly what I'm going to end up with, but I'm not going to go straight there because that would make for a very short video. So yeah, let me hit the classifieds and see what we find. Two-seaters. Right, I'm going to straight away visit BMW Z4s. I'm a big fan of those. I don't know why. I know they're not necessarily a petrolhead's favourite, but I'm a big fan. So let's have a quick look at those and see what we can get for 20 grand. They fit the two-seater criteria quite nicely, and actually you can get some nice engines in them if I remember correctly. You can get straight six. I don't know if any of the M cars are going to be available for under 20 grand, but again, we'll have a look. Up to 12 grand, we need to get rid of that to 20. So what have we got? Price highest. There you go, straight away we've got a 3 litre BMW Z4 M Sport S Drive. Yeah, I do like these. I mean, just look at that. That's a stunning looking piece of kit, I think. Yeah, that's a nice looking thing, isn't it? Yeah, I know this generation Z4 weren't the most appreciated, but I like them. But for 20 grand, I know you can pick those up for under 10 grand. I know that's a fact, so I don't think for 20 grand that's what I want. So let's carry on looking. That's nice. That's a lovely colour. I don't like the silver. The wheels on the silver aren't my favourite either. That looks suspect. Let's just look at these two. What have we got? That's classy, I guess. This one though is my favourite out of the two. Not as good value because it's a dealership, but that's a cool car. 5.5 litre, is it twin turbo in these? That's going to be an absolute rocket ship. Let's have a quick look at the performance stats. Specification, performance, yeah, oh, what an absolute beast. If this was the last category, which was as fast as possible, that would be in with a shout. Although if you watched the last one, I didn't stick with that criteria particularly well. Now, one disclaimer I did say in the last video, which I have forgot to mention at the start of this one, is it's a car that I would own, and obviously it is my personal opinion as to which one of these I'd own. It might not be the best one in the category, it might not be what you'd choose, but let me know below what you'd choose. And yeah, the joy of this is it's what I'd have, and yeah, the problem is I know what I want already in this category. My dad would probably be able to guess. I think two-seater under £20,000 if you're watching this, and you'll know what I want, Father, if you're watching. So for everybody else, I'm trying to keep this interesting, but I know where I'm going to end up, so it's a little bit difficult. That's a nice car. I wasn't expecting one of these to be in budget. I was thinking DB7, but then that isn't a two-seater. Alfa Romeo, what have they got? Ooh, they're nice. Now obviously a lot of the things I'm looking at here are convertibles, and that's because a lot of four-seaters get turned into a two-seater when they're turned into a convertible and the space is taken up by the folding roof. I know the category doesn't specify convertible, but I think I'm going to end up looking for one of those. I kind of fancy one when I can afford one. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you, as soon as I saw this category I knew what it was I was going to end up with. It's a Mazda MX-5, and more specifically a Mark IV Mazda MX-5. It's my dream car really. When I get a job after I graduate, the first thing I'm going to buy when I get some money is one of these cars. So yeah, let's have a quick look for a Mazda MX-5 for under £20,000. I'm a big fan of these cars. I know that people have opinions on MX-5s, that they're hairdressers cars, that they're not fast enough, etc, etc. But I've owned a Mark II. I like the ethos about them. They're not the quickest thing in the world, but actually they're usable. They're good fun. You know, it's England for goodness sake. We can't do a million miles an hour everywhere. And actually a little Mazda MX-5 would be great fun for nipping about in. I've sat in this generation a couple of times. I'm dying to actually get a drive in one. I'm going to try and get one when lockdown's over. And yeah, I just really like everything these cars stand for. Now you do get the option of a 2 litre or a 1.5. At this price as well, I'm fairly sure that the facelift models aren't going to be within budget, although it looks like some of the 1.5 facelifts might be. The 2 litres are obviously slightly quicker, but the 1.5 is what the car was built around, and they are therefore the slightly better car to drive, and the engine is also slightly sweeter. Personally, when I buy one of these, because I will buy one when I can afford one at some point in my life, I'll be looking for a 1.5, and that is simply for the fact that is what the car was built around, so therefore it feels like it's the pure and the correct choice, which I know sounds a little bit soppy, but yeah. I'm probably not going to search too long and hard, because I will literally be here all afternoon trying to find my perfect spec example for this budget. But let's have a quick look. Obviously, again, for an MX-5, I don't want the hard top. I like the normal one. I like the back to basics rag top, up and down in about 15 seconds. I think that's hard to beat. Now, I did have a look at these recently, and the colour, what colour did I choose? I can't remember, to be honest. I think it was the blue. I went for. I do like the grey. I do like those wheels. Okay, I was wrong. You can get the brand new ones. I think the facelift ones of the 1.5 for under 20 grand. That's a nice one. Let's click that. Let's change the engine size because I want the 1.5. If I can remember where that is. Engine size there. Then let's go max 1.6, and then we'll get the ones we want. Right, I don't want white. That grey is nice. It's got the right wheels as well. So I don't like white, but that does look pretty. I want blue or red, really. That one's nice as well. Let's get that one up. What spec's that compared to that one? That's the Sport Nav Plus, and that is only the SEL nav. Okay, we'll close that one then. That was the winner so far. Now, if I remember correctly, I think the 0 to 60 time is about 8 seconds in one of these, and the top speed is around 130. Like I said, not the most powerful thing in the world, and they're about 130 horsepower. But it's lightweight. I believe they are just under a tonne, or around a tonne, with this smaller engine in them, so it doesn't need massive power. And the fun is in driving the absolute arse off it. I guess that's a not so polite way of putting it. I want to find a blue one. Come on. I'm going to end up putting this in as there's a blue, that's an older one, there's a red. Okay, let me just put the colour in, see if I can get a blue. I like the red as well, it's very spectacular. Colour, blue, here we go. SE, that's nice. Okay, doesn't look like there's masses at this budget. Okay, I think I'm going to stop looking, because like I said, I will be looking all day. Because yeah, I want one of these, so therefore I'll be looking all day for my perfect one. Basically, if I could choose one of these, I'd have a facelift 1.5 in this blue, in the top spec, which I believe is the SE Nav Plus, whatever this one is. The Sport Nav Plus, sorry. Yeah, I'd have a blue one in this spec, if you can see my hand. But for the time being, because I'm not going to want to be spending all afternoon trying to find my perfect one, this here is our winner. So if we have a look, what is our decision? No, what are our categories, sorry. We'll get a 2-seater for under £20,000. And my choice is this Mazda MX-5. It is a 69 reg, it's pretty much brand new. How many miles does it say it's done? I think it's 3,000 miles, so it's pretty much brand new. And yeah, this is a dream car for me. When I thought of these categories up, I completely forgot that the MX-5 would fit into this one. But yeah, what a spectacular thing. I just love how they look. I love the ethos of them. I love the back to basics nature, and I think it's there's something to be said about the MX-5. I think a lot of people perhaps don't want one because they want something that's a lot faster. fair enough, people want fast cars, but like I said, I think in this country, a car that is actually fun to rev out and get the most out of is a bit more enjoyable to own, because actually you can't do 0-60 in 5 seconds in most places without ending up in the back of somebody or in a hedge. Yeah, I love the MX-5. I don't know what I'm looking at pictures of now, but I think this is a spectacular looking thing, and like I said, I just like everything about them. Yeah, that's my dream car. I forgot that I was going to fit into one of these categories. Let's have a quick look at the performance stats. Like I said, they're not out of this world performance, but realistically I think that's good enough. But yeah, I think that's enough of me rambling on about the MX-5. For under £20,000, my two-seater of choice is this 1.5 litre 4th generation MX-5. I absolutely love it. Let me know below what you think of my choice, and also let me know below what you'd choose. I've been Blee, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.